So I'm going to go on a rant now about sluts. And ironically, I'm going to try and explain why I think this word is degrading. Well, it's obviously degrading, but it's not good for society. Basically, I think that we're in the 21st century now. Why do we have a term for girls who sleep around, and if a guy was to do the same thing, it is accepted, in some cases celebrated. So why is it we've got contraception now? We can't go with the whole you'll get diseases crap, because there's a thing called the condom which prevents that type of thing. and there is, what is wrong with what happens between two consenting adults? What is it to do with anyone else if a girl chooses to be sexually liberated and enjoys herself on a Saturday night? Like, what's the big deal there? What problem do people have with that? I think that it comes back to how that reflects on the group of women. So other girls in her group will be worried about how it's all perceived, and they'll think that will look bad on them. So they try and prevent their girlfriends from being sluts. So I think this word is terrible. I don't think we need it anymore. What's your thoughts?
Well, I'd say that I think one aspect of that, the group idea and how it reflects on everyone else, is that I have a female friend who I think most females would probably consider her a slut,
Right.
to say. But she doesn't detail that to her female friends because she thinks, okay, she doesn't want to be pigeonholed into this dirty female who's just out for a lot of penis, basically.
Yeah.
So it's tricky because it's there, but I think it's used a lot and not necessarily in the means of they banged a lot of people.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's used as more of a derogatory term.
So like a generic insult.
Yeah. So when females do actually, tell their closer group about their sexual activity, it's kind of, depending on how well it's accepted, it's more to the broader society that they're in, which is what you were saying.
Yeah.
In terms of the actual use of the word.
Right.
But I think, especially from the male point of view, I think a lot of the time it's just used as a derogatory term for them rather than the actual meaning for it.
Yeah, it's just I just don't see the value in repressing female sexuality. I don't understand it. Why? Like, for girls, it means that they have to be so much more careful about who they do actually hook up with because God forbid they might get called a slut.
Yep.
And that's horrible. And for guys, the more we propagate this, the less action we're going to get, because the less girls are going to want to hook up, because there's too many social consequences for it.
Yep.
The social pressure's too big. And it has no foundation, really. It's practice safe sex, all that type of thing. But it really should be up to the individuals involved, and they should be free of judgment from the wider community.
So you reckon scrap the word altogether?
Scrap the word.
No use for it at all?
There's no value in it.
Yeah.
It's not really helping anyone. All it does is make things harder for everyone, really. And it's a tool that both men and women use against women that that is probably a little unfair, and it is definitely a double standard. I mean, let's face it. Like, a guy can go out and hook up 3 times in a week, and no one cares. No one, like, his mates will probably love him for it.
Yeah.
But no one else is really too worried about it. Like, they just, that's the way guys are, kind of thing. Well, yeah, that's the way that we accept male behaviour.
Yeah.
More to the point.
Yeah.
So why is it that it's accepted for males and not for women? It's a big question that's not really getting answered.
Yeah. Does it come back to the relationship factor though? Like, do you think it actually kind of it stems from, like, in today's society, it stems from the fact that a woman will, bear the child of a man, right? So if she's going around and doing that all over the shop, not having babies, but the human act of it.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's where it stems from in terms of why it's used in society though? Like, why there's that double standard?
Well, yeah. Once upon a time, I understand it would have had a value, because if women slept around, 100 years ago, they get pregnant pretty quick.
Yeah.
The difference is now that we have contraception that stops that happening.
Yeah.
So why has not the mentality evolved with the culture?
Yeah, right.
And with the developments, is what I'm getting at.
So what do you reckon the solution is then?
I think the solution is that we have to accept that it's an individual's choice who they are sexually active with.
Yep.
And that it doesn't really involve anyone else unless there's some relationship there that they're breaking into or whatever. But it's no one else's business, and women should be able to do as men do. I mean, if we really want equal rights, like, we're doing a pretty bad job of it.
Yeah.
We need to
Well, it's a step in the right way, isn't it?
It is. We need to let women have their fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on the girls' team here. So hopefully we can bring about some change.
Let's do this.